overview and a short tutorial of dashboards inside Mundi. And as you can see inside this CRM we've built out, there is a few dashboards that we are represented in. Now we have an LA Leeds dashboard and Virginia Leeds dashboard. Now this is a solar company that have two different regions, LA and Virginia, you guessed it, and they want to understand different dashboards, different data represented in the dashboard across their different regions. So for instance, this is the Leeds dashboard for Los Angeles. So in Los Angeles they want to understand the knockers data sets. So when the knockers are out and they are creating leads, the leads are put into the system, they want to see this data generated in dashboards. So when they're doing weekly meetings and stand-ups, they can showcase this to their teams to show them, this is how we're being represented as a business and where we are at. And the data each of the sales knockers are creating. So as you can see on 25th of March, Wade created 3 opportunities. Then on the 2nd of April, he created 4 opportunities. So let's just quickly create a option. So let's create a new widget, okay? So here we're going to come down, let's pick this again, and let's get a widget. Okay, not letting me let's go to set of stats, and here we go. So what happens is when you're inside a dashboard, you're going to get the option to add widgets. Now these are widgets, okay, and we can play about with the size and everything with these widgets. Not only the data goes inside it, but we can represent the dashboard any way we want. And just another quick segue here, you have this beautiful presentation mode as well for you and your team if you're connected to the meeting room screen. It's a great way of presenting the data for all to see, not just on the desktop but on a TV. Anyway, let's add a widget and dive in. So you get an array of choices. You can come down, pick more widgets that will give you the option to showcase the data any way you want. Some good ones here: file gallery, cards. These are great if you're building out training centers for onboarding. Lots of opportunity here to create beautifully presented dashboards. But let's just go ahead and pick a chart, a nice and simple one. It's going to open the chart up at the bottom, and as you can see, it is already representing some data. So if you click into all these, by the way, you're going to be able to see all of the data that each of the dashboards and each of the options is aligned to. But in this case, let's close that down, come over, and we're going to go into settings. Clicking on the settings, you can see the representation of the different types of graphs and how we're going to present them. So as you know, always first is the x-axis. What do we want to see? In this case, it's the person, so we have the person. But again, you can choose whatever you need to choose here. So it may be doors knocked, right? May not be. It may be the date. You want to see the dates of the incoming data. But there's another thing we can do as well. So on top of this, we can, change it from month to day to week, as you can see here. But also up in the chart type, we can create a stacked bar. So as you can see with the stacked bar, it's then going to break it down into each of the representatives and the numbers knocked on the door. So this is great, that quick overview of what's going on across the team, what date and who. So this is actually a great little representation of a chart within a dashboard. So we need to then think about the y-axis, what it is you're looking on the y. In this case we're looking at the count, but doors knocked, time spent. There's a couple of options you can have here. So in this point we're going to put doors knocked, and we can see how many doors were knocked by what person on what day. So that's great, grand, and that's showing us the average of over the last week, right? So we've got the 1st of April through to the 18th of March. Okay, month, I do apologise, but again, that's an option you can change, and you can go in here and change that back in the x-axis, week, month. But let's go back to the week. It's doing it per week. So 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, last week. So this is just a quick run through, and it's a great way of seeing data, representing data across the board for anything you're working in. You may be in finance, you may be in solar, you may be in sales. Boards and dashboards can be built out for the data you need to represent, but the thing you have to remember is if the data you put in is only the data we can represent. And that's the foundation for any CRM, any project management tool. It's imperative that you understand what it is you need to run analytics on and action upon at a later date. So this is something for leadership and the founders to talk to before you implement a new CRM or a new project management system. I hope this has been useful. Have a good day.